Hi, I'm Todd from Metronome Music and Cycle to Go. We are a half music store, half bike store, and today I was going to talk to you about our bike side of the business where we specialize in folding and cargo bikes. I personally just recently adopted an electric cargo bike, but I also own a folding bike. I was going to show you why I use one versus the other and different features to look for when you're making a selection for your next bike purchase. So when it comes to cargo bikes, I personally selected the Tern HSD S11. I like this one because it's their compact cargo bike, so it's got the same length as a standard bicycle, but has lots of room for carrying different items. I always take my dogs with me to and from work. They can either be in the basket on the front. This basket also snaps onto the back. Tern makes some specific dog carriers, but I opted for the one that's a little more modular and can go back and forth. I can also use this basket for groceries. This I also have equipped with the panniers, which are great for hauling all kinds of gear, groceries, etc. You can really load these things down. Comes as a set of two. I got the pad for the back so you can haul passengers. Along with that, I got the little foot pegs down here so that the passenger has a place to put their feet. And then the double leg kickstand. So if you're loading and unloading dogs or people, it keeps it more stable than the single leg kickstand that it comes with. One feature I really liked on this bike was the Andro stem, which allows you to swivel and adjust your bar position. So you can move this up or down. So you can mix up your bar position on longer rides. It also allows both me and my wife to ride this, who are different height riders. And because the seat post is really sloped, when you pull the seat post up for the taller riders, it also elongates the cockpit, so it's comfortable for riders of all sizes. This is the transporter rack that I added to the front, which is what the basket's sitting in. They do 3 different sizes of racks that you can put on the front. I like this one because, again, you can add different things to it, like the basket. I can strap bags to it. It also has the ability to mount water bottles. I can put my coffee cup there in the morning. And you can either hard bolt this in place, or I opted for the quick release feature, which allows you to remove it if you didn't want to have the larger basket on the front. So the S11 comes with the Intuvia Display, which has more features on it than the basic Purion. The thing I like about this is with the info button, you can easily toggle between your different modes. Neat part about this, if I go up to the Eco version, you can go through and you have your range. It'll show you how far you can go in each boost mode until you run out of battery. So right now, 20 miles. If I was to jump it up to Tour, drops it to 12, Sport, 8, Turbo 7. And right now you can see that I have 2 bars left on my battery currently. This also gives you features like the odometer, elapsed time, max speed, all those fun little items. The other nice thing about this is if you're parking it, this particular display, you can remove it for safety. You can put that in your pocket. It makes the bike less of a theft target. So the HSD S11 is a class 3 electric bike versus the standard HSD, which is a class 1. And these come in different models. You can get them in a chain version, a belt version. What I like about the class 3 is it allows you to go up to 28 miles with the pedal assist versus the 20 that you get with the standard bike. All the Bosch electric drives are going to be pedal assist, so there's no throttle, but it will amplify what you're putting forth. A lot of people say that you don't get exercise with an electric bike, which isn't true. If you ride for 15 minutes, you're getting 15 minutes worth of exercise. The only reason you get less exercise on an electric bike is if you're going 2 miles on a standard bike and 2 miles on an electric bike, you get less exercise. But if you're riding for 15 minutes, you're riding for 15 minutes. The bigger Tern cargo bike is the GSD. This one has a longer wheelbase, more cargo capacity in the back, and also the ability to take 2 batteries, which will extend your range out to 130 miles. This has some neat features, but for me personally, since I'm not hauling all that much stuff, the smaller bike was preferable to me, along with having the class 3. But if you have multiple kids, it gives you larger cargo space in back for 2 kids. It also has lots of different accessories like wider decks, so if you wanted to put cargo down on the sides like coolers, it allows you to do that. All of these bikes will have that Andro stem, so for folding this or storing it, if you're going to put it in at work, you can drop the bars, and then the bike is designed to store vertically. So this has it take up a lot less space. So Tern has created their own version of a dog carrier. I've been using one of their market baskets for my dogs, but they do have the Clubhouse Mini, which you can use for hauling kids. Bottom part, if you were just hauling groceries and cargo, they have the little bottom basket, and then they have the doghouse roof, which has little tethers, which you can bring up for tethering in harnesses or collars if you have a dog that would be prone to jump out. A roof which you can bring over. Again, if you wanted to keep your pet a little more secure for longer rides. That's why I picked the bike that I did. Like I said, I really like the Tern HSD S11. Depending on what you're hauling, what you're using it for, there might be a different cargo bike that's better for you. Feel free to stop on in and we'll be happy to go through different options and you can take some different ones for a test ride.